So as I'm getting ready for our next guest, I've been preparing today and thinking, how do I segue to the interview? And there's no other better way than just say the most exciting man that we haven't seen forever is here. The champ is here. We get to talk to someone that's magical. The magician, John Dodson, the BKFC flyweight champion of the world. If people haven't, remembered that one in a while, how you doing, buddy?
Doing excellent. How you been?
Busy as always.
Oh, likewise. I mean, I've been busy at being a coach and bugging Nate and Dave Philman so I can get a fucking fight. I just want to knock out somebody, and everyone keeps on saying they want to fight, but no one wants to do it. So it's kind of frustrating.
So we have had conversations because for a while I was worried that they lost your number, that they were ghosting you, that this was just a breakup, but BKFC is in contact with you.
Yeah, I've been. It's not them being in contact with me. It's being me and being in contact with them. I constantly have them get bugged and hit up every week, literally week after week after week. I keep on bugging them and sitting there saying, "Hey, when are we gonna be able to fight? What are they gonna do? When am I gonna go ahead and beat up an interim champion, or when am I gonna beat up a cut man?" I just want to fight anybody, anytime, any place, and everyone keeps on giving me the same roundabout answer. I don't have an opponent. There's no venue they can pay for, or I'm just too expensive of a fighter to go ahead and pay out in a venue.
Wow. So there's a lot of their issues, not your issues.
Oh, absolutely not. Apparently, in some of my opponent's issues too, because Andrew Strode was sitting there, offered the fight, and then he declined it last year because that last card that was supposed to be here in Albuquerque, where Donald Sanchez was going ahead and fighting for the world title, I was supposed to defend it on the same day. And Lord behold, no one was going to let Andrew Strode fight in Albuquerque because him and his team are sitting there saying that they will fight anywhere but New Mexico. And which is stupid because I'm the champion. So let's go ahead and fight where the hell I want to fight and just get knocked out. Like, that's how you're going to be. Like, just run it. Stop being on the internet telling everybody how much you are this chosen athlete and how you're being so victimized. But they gave you the money, they gave you what you wanted, and then you still don't want to defend the title. Like, shut the hell up.
You would think he'd be all right fighting here from the perspective of you and I know the inside of this. The commissioners and the referees that work New Mexico also work Texas, Arizona, and Colorado. He's from Colorado. It's not like he's not going to be under the same commission and the same judges, basically.
Yeah, the Brady is going to be in the same area. He's going to be having the same people he's seen for years, and now he's going to sit there and just complain about it. I don't care. Be honest with you, it just shows me how scared he is, and I'm just looking for my next opponent. Like, they try to offer me a couple of other people, like G and Nate Manzis, and I was like, cool, let's go ahead and fight them. And I'm just still waiting for the BKFC to go ahead and say, hey, John, we got you an opponent. We got a date. We got a venue. Let's go ahead and move on with this. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Because I thought I was going to fight all last year. And I was hoping to go ahead and knock out 3 opponents last year. And I got 0.
Where do we go from here? Is there anything that you can do, you and your team, to try to apply that negotiation pressure, try to force something to happen? I mean, is there anything in the contract where they have to offer you fights? I mean, this is weird that it's been since 2024 since we've seen you fight in BKFC.
To be honest with you, I have no idea. Like, they're willing to go ahead and tell me that they're going to prep for the Baddest Man tournament, which is a $25 million tournament, to see who's going to be the baddest man in the world. And then they're also game plan for another $25 million tournament for the baddest bitch in the world. I'm like, yo, y'all are killing me with all these hypes about paying somebody astronomical amounts of money, but yet you can't pay for your fighters to go ahead and fight. Like, I'm a champion. I want to go ahead and beat up somebody. Like, there's other champions on the roster who hasn't fought, but the only one who continuously stays active is Kai Stewart. It's very, very frustrating.
And even Kai Stewart, from his recollection, he was almost out for a whole year too.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on here? Is there just problems with them that they're trying to sort things out and trying to keep the company intact? Well, it seems like they're turning a corner. I'm not sure if they are or not.
To be honest with you, I have no idea. I can't even answer with that one because I'm not a company man. I'm just a dude who wants to go ahead and defend his title, beat up people, and ride off in the sunset as an amazing athlete, as a champion, as the stars have outlined it to be.
We haven't seen you fight MMA recently either. Is there still a deal with Ryzen, or
I,
are they no longer in the John Dodson business?
No, they've been waiting for me to go ahead and fight out these fights so I can go back out to Risen and fight out there too. Because I want to go fight, do mixed martial arts as well. Like I want to be able to go ahead and maintain my superior status in both or like both types of fighting styles, whether it be bare knuckle, MMA. I can even do boxing if they want me to. Whoever they want to put in front of me, I can outbox them left and right and put me on an MVP card if you want. I'm down to do that too.
So we got G, we got Nate Manis's name thrown out, Andrew Stode. He just got a 3-fight deal supposedly. So that's why I wanted to have you on. They had announced that, I think, bare knuckle show last week, and then kind of inclinated. Well, hopefully we can start to get the flyweight title picture sorted out. So I was hoping that meant they were going to have recent contact with you.
Yeah, I've been bugging them. They haven't had recent contact with me. I'm the one constantly sitting there asking them, hey, when we're doing stuff, when we're gonna go ahead and put me on, and then the whole thing about fighting somewhere is still frustrating. So we're seeing what's up. We're figuring it out. Whenever I can go ahead and fight, like it's just getting real annoying because even like Mike Perry was sitting there saying he hasn't fought, Derek Brunson hasn't fought, and he signed his contract too. So they're having a lot of big names that are on the card or on the roster. Let me repeat that haven't fought. They're waiting for a fight, and we're just trying to go ahead and just stay busy. Like for us, it's just another day for all these events. But if you keep on throwing all these events and bragging about what you're doing, it's kind of pissing off the rest of us off because now it looks like I'm trying to like back out of fights, and I haven't seen a name come on across my table. No phone calls, no nothing. Nobody sitting there hitting me up about, hey, we have a solidified opponent. Let's go ahead and do this. Everyone talks on the internet how about they want to fight me and how they're all blaming me. But at the end of the day, it's not me trying to go ahead and duck anybody. It's them like not putting a name on on the counter for me. I'm willing to go ahead and bang it out with anybody and knock them the fuck out.
John Dodson obviously frustrated, and it kind of culminates with what I've been seeing. You've had BKFC talking about also their new Fight Club series, and they said they wanted to cultivate more young talent. And I'm just kind of thinking, well, are we really writing out the talent that we have? As you said, you, Kai, it's hard to not find a fighter on the roster who doesn't want to be more active.
No, like everybody that's on the roster, they want to go ahead and fight. But what's the point of filling up more people on a roster if you're not going to go ahead and use them?
Exactly. I mean, they had great cards, and even talking about cultivating more talent, it was as simply as easy as going to Hawaii and going to Australia, and they let the locals fight. I thought both of those cards were really great for bringing up more talent, but again, the guys that are there still need to be used. We have seen a couple more flyweights active recently. Jan Carlos Rivera, even though he had a fight up at bantamweight because of his late notice opponent, and then you also had Yost last weekend. Are you seeing that there's at least a couple more options or guys in the division that look good to you?
Yeah, there's even that Chris Garcia who sat there and said that he'll let G sort out the rest of the flyweight division because he wants to take the bantamweight title. Once I destroy G, I can go ahead and fight that dude. It's piling up names and names of people that I can go ahead and fight. But I just want to be able to be active enough to go ahead and clear these names off the board. Like you can have a stacked full roster, but I want to be able to start taking them out one by one so that we can keep the whole like division actually activated, like active, not activated, just be alive. Technically, they're just sitting there saying the champ is dead, and I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I've been waiting for somebody to beat up.
Right. That's why we had to do this. We had to show everybody. It's not like John retired, John ran away, John's unwilling to fight. You're here ready, willing, and able.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Just waiting for just somebody to play with.
Man, and while you've been waiting, you've gotten into coaching and gotten into all different kinds of coaching. And is it a little weird with Power Slap that like you're the coach, but then you're not the coach like at the event, that you hand it off to someone else in those moments that's up there with your fighter?
Uh, for me, yes, because it's like frustrating because I could get all do all the license and stuff and be there because I would want to have my fighters to be cornered by the right person and literally somebody that's been working with them constantly. And especially if it's an MMA fight, like even I understand like the Ultimate Fighter situations. They go to Ultimate Fighter, they're gonna be stuck in there. They're in the powerhouse or slap house. They're stuck with their coaches there. But if I'm here, let me go ahead and be active and just make them feel comfortable, get them something like they're used to hearing, a voice that they're like comfortable with. And that's like the other thing, like that makes the ball roll. And I understand that's how Power Slap goes with, because they put one coach versus another coach, and then they stack up the bonuses on what side wins the most, and that's cool for the Power Slap. But for other coaches that are actually into the sport, people are sitting there saying, "Why would you need a coach for Power Slap?" I mean, it's pretty much the same thing like why you need a coach to fight. Like you need somebody that's going to help you, be there for you, help you mentally prepare, and actually make you feel confident about the things that are out there. Because shoot, anybody can fight any day of the week, but it's having the confidence and feeling secure and confident enough to be out there. That's the real thing that people are missing.
I had Chelsea on. I know you watched it before her slap off, and we got in depth into the technique and everything and your involvement. How did you feel, Chelsea, and obviously Johnny with his knockout? How did you feel your two fighters did that night?
Oh man, both of them performed amazing. Like, of course, Johnny went out there, walked away with a clear, hands down victory, and Chell came out with a loss, but she came out as a winner because her opponent's face was welted up, super swelled up right on the left side of her cheek. And her opponent even knew that she clubbed her. They didn't call her for clubbing. It was like against us on the refs was literally just picking on my wife for no reason. I have no idea. Like you can see if you watch their fight, you can see those 2 points of instance where she got clubbed in the first round and in the second. They only call her for clubbing, and they're just the ref is just having some weird issues with himself. So I don't know if he was feeling himself, if I don't know if he was nervous or something that was along the line. He just had to hate the Dodsons.
The
I mean,
Dodson hate, man. It happens
yeah,
out there.
I mean, it's hated all the time. I'm never like loved by the refs or the judges. That's why I got so many losses by decision.
How much of your own technique, how much was it the amount that you guys have watched, as Chelsea's told me you guys have been an avid fan, and how much is it just your years of martial arts experience that have led you to the technique that you're trying to implement for the two of them for their slapping styles?
None of that. Absolutely none of it. To be honest with you, it goes back into like track and field days.
Track and
When
field days?
100%, it's different techniques to go ahead and implement enough power and generate enough force without having to pivot your feet, to figure out how to go ahead and land with precise techniques, and also to go ahead and have like enough shoulder and durability with your front pec muscles. Like I know it sounds, or outer pec, like literally just making sure you can increase those dynamic areas. I had to figure out how she slaps and how Johnny slaps are two different styles, because Johnny loves to go ahead and have more of a powerful swing when she cocks back, and she loves her having her arm nice and long and using her legs. So I have to just figure out more techniques and looking at different sports and kind of combining them all together to make a massive Voltron emergent, like not me making like a Megazord. I don't want like a little Zord. I want a Megazord, like an
We got
Ultra
Frank
Zord.
and Dodson here.
I have to combine a bunch of things. I mean, once it comes alive, you already know it's there.
And also, the MMA team is out there doing big things. You have a couple champions. You also had a recent successful trip to Colorado. What has it been like the last year watching the progression of Jalin Fuller?
Man, watching the progression of Jalin Fuller is amazing, because he should be the next one to get that call up to go in the UFC and actually make a real title run. He's that dude who could be easily the champion in the UFC, right? In the next couple of years. I think they just need to jump on board, realize that this dude is the real deal, instead of trying to put him on the back burner. Because everybody that they put in front of him that they thought was going to be the next person, Jalin shut him down.
He's done that against a bunch of top prospects. And for a guy that we all know as a flashy striker, the quick knockouts, now his submission game has been exploding and putting guys aware.
Yeah, because now for the APSC, they kept on thinking that he was just a submission artist for his first three fights, and then now we got a knockout against one of Dustin Poirier's guys. So
There we go. And that kid was a top prospect. There was so much hype coming off of Christian Turner the week that he came to here to Albuquerque.
yeah, and we stopped that pretty quickly. So I can't wait for the progression for him and see what's next line for him. Like next week, we're going to go up to Colorado for Elijah Lucero and Jalen and Julian Barros. They're going to go out there perform at Alamosa's Nemesis Fighting Championships, and they're going to go out there and do work. I know that those two are going to be amazing out there as well.
Alamosa, Nemesis Fighting Championships. Just hearing that, my gosh, the amount of memories that brings back the old school.
Yeah, me too. Like I remember fighting on one of those cards and going out there with a flying knee and launching myself halfway across the ring.
We don't even have Jason on, but I guess I got to ask you, did he say if this is going to be the final event or is he starting back up? Because he told me at one point he might just do one more to retire on.
I don't know. He might retire on this, but depending on how the outcome of this whole event, and he might want to go back into promoting.
Oh, okay. So never say never. Nemesis, guys, if you're in the Colorado area, northern New Mexico, believe me, it's definitely a show to get out and watch. On that Colorado talk, you were just there recently, also, I believe, with Henry Barahona. Tell us about his performance, and he's overcome a lot here in the last year.
Yeah, absolutely. He can overcome so much adversity for himself because he had a lot of self doubt and wondering what he should be doing next. Because like the last two opponents that he had, he should have been able to go ahead and walk right through them. And this was a good test for him to see a rising uppercomer who's very strong, very durable, and he's one of those dudes who's like gonna be to make him quit. And Henry went out there, took the short notice fight, and beat the brakes off the dude. He had moments where he was getting outperformed, and then all of a sudden he tallied up enough body shots to rally his own like offense and finish the fight the way he wanted to.
Of course, Chelsea's going to have glowing things to say about you as a coach. Of course, Jalin has felt magic since you two got together, but no one has been more convicted about how great you are as a coach than Nick Gonzalez.
That's uh that's kind of words for Nick because he's still my coach, literally going back and forth. Me and him butt heads and collab with everything possible so that we can go ahead and make a better game plan for all of our fighters, and including myself and himself. Like I want to make Nick have a strong fight team, and this is literally where it's come to. Because I went to United Fit because Nick decided to ask me to take over his fight team, and I told him I'm not gonna take over his fight team. I'm making a new one, and we just been running with it ever since.
Nobody's villains. I still like the creative way that you came up with it. What is it that's made these kids and this group that you have right now special?
It's because they're family. For me, every single one of them, I want them to go ahead and ride off into the sunset, knowing that they are more than just fighters. They're well accomplished athletes, human beings, and better people. So I'm just trying to instill the likeness of myself into all of them. It doesn't have to be the fighting style, but I want them to go ahead and look at life and tackle it with anything, with just a smile on their face and be happy about what the choices that they've made. I don't want them to have any regrets.
Social media is power, people. I don't care if it's X, Twitter, Threads, TikTok. You got to tag BKFC. You got to go find them. We want John Dodson back in the ring. We want to see the flyweight title defended. We want to see the champ in action.
I want to be in action. Instead of just like having randoms at the casino tell me they want to fight, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and let's knuckle up. And they're like, well, no, I didn't mean like right now. I was like, you said you wanted to fight, and you asked me right now, and I said yes. What the hell? Like, people think I just want to fight for free. I don't care about money. I just want to beat up people. If you said you're down, let's be down.
This artistic. When did you know that you and Jalin Fuller were going to click? Because I've never seen two more theatric dudes. The personalities, the combination. Like, when did you know you two were going to click?
When I had dinner with him a long time ago, he didn't know that like he was going to like me because he was telling Frank that he wasn't going to like me at all because I was just like, I'm the guy who beat up Demetrius Johnson. Now, it's like I didn't beat up Demetrius Johnson. He still has the title. Like, he had the title at the time. Like, he beat me both times. So I was like, all right, cool. He's like, no, but you dropped my idol. I was like, who cares? I dropped a lot of people. That doesn't mean I win.
Oh, one of the two worst decisions of my life. Oh, my gosh.
Like I said, I could just lose by just like the judges' scorecards. I told you. The refs have fed out for me, and same thing with the judges. I can get kicked in the balls and like, no, it's a clean shot. I was like, no. My cup is broken.
Refs, judges, promoters. You're such a friendly guy. What's there to hate?
Because I've been trying to kill everybody with kindness, and instead of just killing them with aggression and pent up rage and being like a Mike Perry and just sit there and just tell everybody, I want to be the king of violence. Maybe I should have my own like liquor company, and then they might give me something. I mean, should I start working on like new type of beverages so that people can be like, hey, John, we want to use your stuff and sponsor the event.
Magician rum?
That magic rum.
Magic rum.
I mean, that sounds weird. It puts a spell on you.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Hey, if anybody's out here and they see this, like,
we're gonna copyright this in like 5 minutes.
Like,
don't worry.
Some rum or some like vodka. We can go ahead and just do this. We'll infuse our two crafts together. My art of performing and you with the alcohol, and we'll get people drunk. Well, that don't sound right.
What about
we get them intoxicated?
We need Bucked Up to come out with a Dodson flavor. Dodson, just Dawson by Bucked Up, and then it's a special, kind of flavor. I'm not sure what your favorite flavor is.
I will just leave it as a mystery.
Ooh, see, mystery flavor. See, you got the magician, you got the little question mark and a top hat on there. Yeah, see, now we're thinking we gotta have more branding out there so that you just become, I guess, undeniable for them.
All right, Bucked Up, you heard it. We're gonna make a mystery flavor, Bucked Up, and we're gonna call it the Dodson.
The Dodson. It'll keep you a flyweight.
Oh, let's go with that. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm. See, we working now. We creating. We get in here. We're gonna start getting things out there. Not to mention, you've already been creative. You have several times over printed out and started doing things in the merchandise and apparel world.
Yeah, because like Nobody's Villain was already an apparel company that I've already started. And then I was like, oh, shoot, well, I'll just turn it into an MMA team and just keep the same name because I wanted to be Nobody's Villains and everybody's heroes. Because everybody who wanted to sit there and just downplay their own likeness, life, you're always going to be the villain of somebody else's story, but you always want to rise to the occasion to be the hero of everyone's story.
John Dodson, he's amazing. He's the champion. We need to see him in action. And his family's probably wondering where he is as I've trapped him away from them for this interview. It was a pleasure having you on my fight show.
Oh, no problem, brother. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on there.
We'll talk to you soon.
I'll see you soon.